What's going on, everybody? Scapegoat here. Welcome to the Goat Time podcast. Today we are going to be talking about the wonderful artists of the community. We have a few here. Before we do that, we want to get into our sponsor, which he's not here, sadly, but it is Shiro. Shiro does make some wonderful art. Very thematic episode of the podcast for him. He makes a lot of wonderful field center tokens and playmats. As you can see, Sky Striker Ray, the Live Twins, and I think Apollosa the Bow Goddess and Rose Field Centers. Very cool and very creative. He also makes a lot of the emotes in the Discord, as well as some other meme pictures. Maybe I'll pull them up on stream later. Other than that, that's pretty much it. You can catch him out at ygioshiro.com. Okay, why don't you go next about where you kind of came from and what kind of stuff you like to draw?
I came from Virginia. I am out of my element in a way, but also not out of my element. Uh, if I recall correctly, yeah, I started on DeviantArt too. That's where I found Slifer. Of all people, I found Slifer there. I'm like, dope. And yeah, I mainly draw humans.
Mm.
I draw humans better than I do like monsters. I can't draw monsters really. Unless it's very easy, like a Karibo or a Scapegoat, I could draw those. Anything that's like machine, I cannot draw, unfortunately.
I see. Yeah, so I notice artists sometimes have that little I'm not really sure what you'd call it, but like they have like things that they can't draw or they won't draw specifically. So
It
like
yeah,
machine or robots for you.
yeah, mainly for me because it's like robots is because they have far too many details and I really can't like focus on all of them at the same time like I can with the human characters. So that's why I'm more into like drawing human characters or humanoid monsters or something simple like a Karibo or a Scapegoat. Goat. Any of those are pretty easy for me to do. So yeah, that's my limits and that's what I can do.
Sounds great. It's funny that you mentioned that you saw Slifer from DeviantArt years ago because I met Slifer I don't know, a few months ago maybe. Um,
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about her priorly, but like my fiance was the one who like noticed her, and my fiance doesn't really know too much about Yu-Gi-Oh. However, she was like, "Oh, that's the person who did like I think it was Danny Phantom maybe like way back when." I'm like, "That's such an odd
Yes,
thing to
was.
remember."
I think so. Right? Didn't you do you did
Man,
Danny Phantom a long time ago. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I was like, "Huh?" I'm like, "All right, well, yeah," and that's how we pretty much met. But that's pretty cool. We all pretty much have some sort of like interconnection. I knew of Jackie way before too. Obviously, she didn't really know of me, but I'm a very prominent person in the Yu-Gi-Oh community. People know her. So, Jackie, are you able to talk about yourself, where you came from, and what made
Yeah,
you do
yeah.
some drawings?
So, I'm also from Northern California. I don't know if Slifer ever remembers, but I ended up meeting her at I think it was like a Duelist Revolution sneak peek in Davis. Um, so I don't know if like she has any memory of that because that was way over 10 years ago. But I also like I don't know if she remembers that, but I'm from Northern California. I live in Texas now. Um, What I draw usually is just anything from, um, anime figures, animals, just anything like that. One thing I'm just not good at drawing at all is mechs. As Hoodle Twitch said in chat, they're very precise and geometrical, and I can't do it. I don't know. Don't just as long as
Oh
you don't
my
ask me to
god.
draw any of that stuff, I'm good.
For
We
sure,
are
yeah.
in the same boat.
They might have to ask you to do that stuff just to see, but
Okay, well, you guys
No.
are gonna see some round boxes. Let me tell you
what's the
that.
most complex Yu-Gi-Oh machine? I'm like only thinking of like Machine King.
No, Machine King's round, so he's gonna be easy. It's probably someone like crazy, like those like what are those drill cards, the train cards?
Oh,
Has to be one of
Oh,
those,
I
right?
thought a drill right. I'm like,
the
what?
tropical ones, those ones, you mean Anna's deck?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like
Uh,
Yeah,
trains,
those are
right?
hard. Don't ask me.
yeah, just anything with heavy gears and machinery,
We'll stick
I
to
can't do.
cute little fluffs. Um, I don't know, women, men, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Is that the
that's probably
easiest
what
stuff to
I'm
do?
best with. Yeah. But I usually I don't do any like illustrations. I mainly just do emotes for people in the community. So
Oh yeah.
that's
And
really
I
all I do.
specifically remember Treacherous Trap Hole from Duel Links Meta. That's one of my favorite emotes. I love that emote. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's probably up there on like my favorite ones too, because I think that was like the first emote I made where
Oh,
I was just
really?
like really happy with it, and I was just like, because that I learned like a bunch of tricks from when I first started doing emotes
Hmm.
until like that point, and I think that emote was like the first one I was just like, wow, the shading looks okay in this. I like it. So
Wait, is this in Scapegoat server?
no, it's on Duel Links Meta. He's a
Yeah.
Duel Links streamer.
Okay, I was like, wait, I haven't seen that. Where is it?
No.
Yeah, it's just like one of the little like it's like a rag doll and it's like a tongue sticking out. It was just
Yeah, the
funny.
ragdoll tongue
Yeah.
sticking out. Isn't that with isn't there like a string attached to it too?
Yeah, it
Oh,
says
maybe
like
yeah.
fake or something like that on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a funny one. I love that card. It's funny.
Yeah, it just has like the two eyes going the opposite direction of each other and it's laying down.
Just a broken decoy, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, funny that we mentioned that. That was one of my favorite things that I remember from you guys drawing, and I know Kay does a lot of Quattro. What's your favorite drawings that you guys have made, like that you can remember?
Favorite
That really
drawing.
depends.
What?
It depends because I've only been doing digital after I got an iPad, but I used to be very traditional.
Not yet, like any sort of drawing you've ever
Same.
made, like if
That's
like
gonna
you
be
remember it in your
hard.
head.
That's the hard thing. I think I think my favorite thing so far I've done has to be like a cat print kind of thing that I did for my German grandmother because she
Hmm.
loves cats, and I drew like a little cat, like a little bit of cat pattern for it, and I was like, yeah, yeah, this is not only easy, but it also turned out really cute.
Oh, that's cute.
So I think that's like the one that I like vividly remember the most that I really enjoyed
Sure, that's
because it
cute.
didn't
Yeah.
take like like too long. Like it didn't take like 5 days.
Does a longer like a commission last, or like a longer the drawing lasts, you guys don't like, or just too complex? You like the faster, cute ones, or?
The problem is like
Commissions. That's a
the
good
fast
question.
cute ones always get
That's a
like
good question.
I have someone commissioning me to draw a True King calamities, and I'm looking at this like what
I was gonna say, which True King are you talking about? Vanquish or Calamities?
stuff coming off of it.
I already know what she's going through right now because whenever I get a commission for like a giant monster, I'm just like, I don't know how to even like go about it.
Me doesn't get commissions of monsters. Me gets people. I'm like, okay, I'm fine with this. It's easy.
That's fair. Yeah. I mean, I've seen a lot of your Quattro, and I am impressed
It's
with your
not just
Quattro.
it's not just him. It's not just him.
That's what I see
Sometimes
mostly.
sorry. I mostly have arts of other characters, but they're still like works in progress. I've got a Ryoga somewhere, and I've got to finish him.
Is that
But like
Shark?
I've got other ones to work on as well. I've got a like currently a backload of commissions
Hmm.
to work on.
Yeah, that's another thing. You guys must get like swamped, no?
Only when we have windows open, I think. Right? I could be wrong, but I don't know like either Slife. I don't know Slivers.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now I have like a backlog of emotes, so I had to close my commissions. I usually don't have them open either since I have like a real job, so I can't like, do draw as much as I'd hope I'd want to, but right now I have like a backlog of dragon maid emotes to go through.
Dragon mating modes.
I'm super excited for them though. It's like not even really sometimes when you draw, it's not even like really, work at that point if you really like what you're drawing. So since it has like a good medium, I'm super excited for them.
It's
Well,
like
that's
the
good. I can't
good
wait to
like
look at them too.
the phrasing
Excited to
where if
see.
you like your job, it's not really working, right?
Right, just like that. But sometimes, it does become a job when like I don't know, someone asked me for something really random and I just had that was like the one time I declined a commission because I was just like I have no idea how you want this to be an emote, and It was something really random, like a snake or something. I don't know. I don't remember. I think it was a Paleozoic card. I'm pretty sure it was Dynamiscus, and I was just like, I can't do what you want me to do. I'm sorry.
That's a strange one. Yeah, Dinomischus. That's just like I don't know. It's like a bunch of lions and like I don't know.
Exactly. It's
That's
not gonna.
weird.
It does. Some things don't like translate well, and it's just one of those things where you're better off just cropping the card and making it your emote at that point.
Yeah, definitely understandable. So I don't know if we want to want to peek at what you guys are doing right now. See if we're giving some examples of what you guys are drawing.
But were we supposed to be drawing this?
Oh no, like not now, but I'm just gonna. I mean, I gotta put something on the screen, so it's just like Shiro. But what is this? I don't even know. What is this, Jackie?
Oh, this was Skullmeister.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I've been doodling, at least when I was trying to like get the whiteboard thing to work. But Skullmeister is one of my favorite artworks. It's just like one of the hand traps that you use now.
Really,
Oh,
Skullmeister's one of your favorite?
yeah, he
Wow.
had his artwork, and when he originally came out like in a secret rare way back in the day, and it was like super cheap for the longest time, and then all of a sudden he became worth money. But he's you watch Inuyasha, he's got like the Shishomaru vibes with the giant fur coat.
Oh god,
What's
so
that?
super
What's that
vibes.
wolf guy? Um,
Which wolf guy?
Koga? No.
Koga, yes.
Oh,
You got
he
named.
also has a Koga. It's like both
Yeah.
of them combined, I guess.
Maybe some inspiration that like created the character, like the card.
You never know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You never know. There's some inspirations from other series that probably made it to cards too.
It
Like
definitely. I
the
think
dragon main.
that's one.
Probably one of them.
I think the key one that just came out is like a Kingdom Hearts reference.
Key one.
There's a new
There's
key
a key one
archetype.
that came out? I wasn't
Yeah.
aware of that.
Mm-hmm. It's got like a boy that kind of looks like Sora with his like keyblade type of thing, and then some other stuff with like the I don't
Where
know what they
is
call the
it?
Trinity summons or whatever, and like they have like these big things that are like the fusion monsters.
Trinity summon. That's the first thing I'm looking up right now. Because it'd be cool if you can like alter one of them into like Kingdom Hearts stuff if it's like enough like it.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact name. I'm put on the spot, but
It's okay.
I'm like Googling Kingdom Hearts archetype. You can
I'm
imagine it's
Googling
not coming
Kingdom
up. Oh no! Actually, I found something. Magic Key.
Magic Key, okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. Magic Key. All right. So we got that. This is what we're talking about. That's actually a gun, but
Oh,
it's
that one. I know
yeah.
what you're talking about.
It's a very similar. I think the vanilla flavor text is what kind of made me think it was Kingdom Hearts
Did you
related.
just say vanilla flavored Dex?
Hmm?
Did you just say vanilla flavor?
Vanilla? Well, like that's what it's called, like a vanilla monster, right?
Is that really what it's called?
Yeah, vanilla.
Like vanilla.
So like the
if
flavor.
that's
Yeah, the flavor text is every person is brimming with potential to go or to stop, to close or open, depends on yourself. There are many doors in this dazzling world. What opens them is a magical key. Two keys and one door, two wills for one form. If this door is opened, the world shall be connected and enormous power shall be revealed. Or something like that. But
why does that sound like Zale?
it's 100% like Kingdom Hearts.
That is Kingdom Hearts 1 written all over it, dude.
Yeah, dude.
It is, you're right. And I've never played the games.
But Sora didn't have a gun, obviously, but did one of the Keyblades like kind of have like a blaster to it?
I have no
I
idea.
think it was
I
like
don't
a
know.
magical one, maybe. Or
What is it? The Buzz Lightyear one? I can't remember.
that's from 3, right? I don't even remember. But anyway, this is an art podcast.
We're still
Hey, we're
learning
talking about
things.
the art on it.
That's fair, yeah. I'm gonna take a peek at Slifer, see what's going on at Slifer. I knew there was a little Slifer on there before, and now there's a Slifer pointing. So I noticed you really like Slifer as much as I like Scapegoat. So how'd that come to be?
I just thought it was really okay. Also, like I was in a so Yu-Gi-Oh was airing in the U.S. and at the time we didn't have like good internet, like the world, right? So the way you kind of pirate episodes was like the tiny little like VHS or whatever it was, and then like so like I knew Cypher was coming out in the dub soon, so I was just like in a Walmart and they had like the toys, and I was like looking at the box because at the time we didn't know what Cypher was gonna be called in English. And then I saw like the name and I was like, yes. And then I tried to claim it like everywhere.
Wait, hold up.
I get it.
Hoodley called me out. That's a Blue Eyes, right?
Yeah.
Nobody corrected me.
Oh man.
Y'all made me look bad.
Dragon.
Yeah.
I just assumed you had Slifer on the screen.
Here, I'll just.
No, I just noticed it was Blue Eyes too. I was like, wait, what? It's Blue
Oh
Eyes.
yeah. Oh, there you go. Look at this. This is fast. What the heck?
There.
Wow. All right, so I'm not wrong now. Oh, what are they doing though? They're just fighting or talking? What's going on?
Looks like they're talking. They're having an argument.
The better dragon.
There it is. But no, I just think like it's a really cool monster, and I really like dragons. I don't know why I got
Dragons are always cool.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
one of my favorite of the three gods. I think I definitely gravitated more towards Slifer than the others.
I really like the Egyptian raw form because he looks more like a bird. Because it's like the normal form, he's just got like a really angry face.
Like the Phoenix one?
Yeah, no, like the one where he has more of a bird. You see it in the Egypt arc, and then the final opening, like it has more of a bird face.
Oh,
like
I saw that too. That was interesting.
Yeah.
Hoodley is saying that they're talking about which ice cream flavor is the best.
Yeah, so it's like
Do you have any lore for that, Slifer?
cookies and cream, I guess, for Blue Eyes or something.
Okay.
So that's the Phoenix Run, then like the Egyptian one looks more like a bird. That's the difference. Like it's just their mouth.
You guys are nuts with the drawing, dude. Oh my god, I can't even.
Scapegoat, you can draw pretty well too. Like I said, I remember the package you sent me had a little cute scapegoat on the back of it.
Dude, I just doodled.
That's all it takes. Just a little bit of
Doodling is
doodles.
fun,
You get
too.
better.
Oh man, I do like little dumb drawings on all that stuff because like I don't know, it's funny. I think for one thing I put a Jinzo on somebody's box. It was like they ordered like a Pharaoh servant Jinzo for me, and I put a Jinzo on like the package or whatever, and it's like I wish I was dead or something like that, and like a bomb going on him or something like that. Probably gonna get TOS from that, from like mentioning all that stuff in one sentence.
Do that.
We're 30 minutes in, right? I think we're fine. Oh, but yeah, I don't know. So maybe I'll get things started. Maybe you all can draw me a cute little scapegoat. How's that sound?
Sounds good, buddy.
Sounds fun to me.
And then obviously people in the watchers chat, you guys are free to give in some requests if you want. What are we gonna watch first? We already have Slifer on the screen. Look at this. There's a horn. I put some like ambient background lo-fi.
This
Uh-oh, that's an ad.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful scapegoat. Why is he why does he look like that?
He's seen some stuff.
He's seen some stuff. The magic keys, the lore.
The magic keys.
He's like, this is Kingdom Hearts. literally my face when I just read that.
Well, here, how'd you get so obsessed with Scapegoat?
I don't know, man. I just watched the episode 44 of Battle City or something like
You
that.
know the episode
His life. See, I don't even know what his life was.
I only know it because I went through and I scrubbed through all of the Yu-Gi-Oh seasons to get the footage of Scapegoat. It might
I
not
would,
even be episode
if I
44.
did it, I would still not remember the episode number.
Hold on, episode 44, Yu-Gi-Oh. What is this episode? I just pulled up GX, then it ignored regular Yu-Gi-Oh.
GX.
Oh, I don't think it is episode 44. That's the episode where they go to the virtual world and like there's Lady Mokuba.
Oh my god.
You know,
Yeah.
I never watched that far into like the thing because I stopped having like the channels. So I need to catch up on all of those. I watched most of GX or not GX, 5Ds before I finished the original series.
Really? Well, a lot of the content creators right now are doing watch throughs of the anime. So I know Distant Coder's doing Brains, and Dylan's actually doing Arc V today. I don't know. Maybe you can start doing that when you stream.
Maybe. I'm not
You
re-
just
I don't
do
like I don't like watching TV though. I like watching TV in the background as I like draw and stuff. I can't like sit down and
Like background noise.
yeah.
Mm.
do like Quattro, the Quattro stream, just all episodes of Quattro. Wait, should we all be doing a different color?
I mean, you do you. You know,
Yeah, just
I'm not
blue.
even. I'm not here to restrict you from your artistic ability. I love watching like art streams. Like I've had people offer to do me a VTuber avatar. Their name was Celric. They were really nice and they like DM me and they're like, "Hey, do you want a VTuber scapegoat?" And I'm like, "Yes."
Yeah.
I haven't been able to like use it as much because like for some reason using that VTuber avatar like kills my computer. So I'm in the process of getting a good computer, but
Yeah.
it's crazy because it's just like a little tiny scapegoat. I'm like I was just burning my computer alive. But yeah, like I love like the point of that was like they do like the streams and like I watch them make it and it's like really like awesome just to like watch people just like bring something to life, you know.
Yeah. I I tend to watch usually, art streams on like the TV. I don't like have it because I think like running Twitch while doing stuff kills my computer as well
Mm.
sometimes. I don't know. It just makes the room incredibly hot. So I try to just watch it on the TV as much as I can. And a lot of them have like really relaxing music too. So it's super like it super puts you into a mood. They have better playlists than I do.
I mean, like lo-fi hip hop, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I got hit by like copyright though when I tried streaming that, so it's like I can't do lo-fi channels anymore.
Really? There's some that
Yeah.
are like non DMCA like I don't know what their names is. But it's on Spotify and they do like Zelda lo-fi and stuff. There's also like a guy who chip-tuned or lo-fi. I don't know what he did, but he turned all the Yu-Gi-Oh songs into like chip-tuned.
What?
Yeah.
I kind of want to watch or I want to listen to that.
I would highly recommend it. When you found the Yugi in a lo-fi setting, you've reached the right destination.
Okay, I fixed the lo-fi background music so it won't sound too bad when we're just watching drawing.
Yeah, I guess I got goat on crack.
That's like somebody didn't believe me because there's an actual one like millisecond in the anime, the whole entire Yu-Gi-Oh anime, where Scapegoat opens his eyes, and nobody believed me, so I had to like scrub through. That's why I went back through all of the episodes where it's featured in.
You're wrong, and I'm gonna watch.
I literally did that.
To prove you why.
And that I think me finding that photo, that's when me and Little Karibo like became friends, because he found that photo. He like did that. We started talking after that, and then we started getting to the Duel Links Battle City thing. Not Battle City, but the Seto Kaiba challenge. And like you just started rolling from there. So I thank God for whoever critiqued me about the open eye Scapegoat, because my life got extremely better after that.
Because it's like he was about to be murdered or something, right?
It was like one of the dinosaurs, I think Rex Raptor's dinosaur, like trying to chomp it.
Oh. He's like, he like died, so it's like, oh.
You gotta send me that picture. I'm curious now. I've yet to see him die.
I have the video actually. I can pull up the video.
Please.
I'm
interested to see what his little eyeballs look like.
I organized
I think it looks like, doesn't it look like
everything.
this?
Actually, I don't know. I think it was a summons I did, but I'll find it.
I forgot his back legs.
That's a huge scapegoat.
See its little giant furry feet.
This is beautiful. Ah yes, I've put this whole stream, this whole podcast together from fruition just so you all can
For
draw
scapegoats.
scapegoats for me, just to have a viable reason to do so. Oh man, the mouth opening.
There I
What
Oops.
Whoa.
What just happened?
That was cursed.
The mouth was cursed. Okay, I got it.
It was a cursed mouth right there.
There. It's like an open
That's
mouth.
pretty cute.
Yeah. The screen's kind of squished towards the left. I don't know if that's because it's this board.
I just looked at it.
Yeah.
Well,
Is that what his eyeballs look like when he feared for his life?
I thought so. Or maybe the token Thanksgiving thing. He's like, bro.
token Thanksgiving. There's which what is it called? One of the token cards features like a roasted scapegoat, like a turkey.
Excuse me?
Oh,
Yeah.
like, isn't that like token something? Token Thanksgiving?
Yeah. I was reviewing it for lore, for lore
Oh
purposes.
god. I didn't know it was. I doesn't know it was a scapegoat. Poor little scapegoat.
Yeah, I felt bad.
Yeah.
So in
Wait,
Yu
what's
Lord, they eat little cute fluff balls.
That's the sad thing.
I don't know like whether they're supposed to draw the rest of the
What?
How's everyone else doing?
I don't know. We'll change on to Jackie right now. Look at that thing. Oh my goodness. He's snoozing.
Hey,
It's
that's
sneezing.
adorable. We all can draw like cute things, just like what's the most memey thing I can do?
What is the most single terrifying thing I can draw right now at this moment?
You really
Okay,
think
I like
about it,
it.
scapegoats often get the short end of the stick in card lore? I mean, yeah, they actually do. The token collector cards are going to jail. The goblins are always eating them. Yeah, I think you're right. Pretty
You
much.
do a Scapegoat lore video. The entire history of Scapegoat in the card game.
I'll just fill it in with like, what do they call it when like it's not like canon? Or is it just
Filler?
non-canon?
I think
Filler?
it's just filler.
I'll fill it up with filler.
You're making up your own thing.
It's filled up with filler.
That's what I like. I don't know, cause what DG for somebody they did like the 7-color fish and like made lore on that, right? So I feel like anybody can do anything.
What lore? It's a 7-colored fish.
Well, he's in like fish and kicks and like other random things. He got sold
Yeah.
at some point. I don't know. I feel like them fishies had some crazy lifetimes.
There's a lot of cards that don't have lore, so that's all I know. Like some of the basic ones from the beginning. Because you don't see them reappearing in other cards.
I'm still scrolling to find that picture and I can't find it.
It's okay. I believe it exists.
Well, what
If you
episode
watch
was
through 50 hours of
50 hours? No, I went through the Wikipedia, I looked at all the episodes it was featured in. At max, maybe 2 hours.
still 2 more hours that I would have dedicated.
You know, sometimes you just gotta.
Alright, what color is this guy gonna be?
It looks, okay. I don't know, there's always what, pink? It's like pink, orange, yellow, and blue, but you never see the other colors. There's canonical other colors. There's white scapegoat, there's green scapegoat, but nobody sees them ever.
What about isn't there like a ghost scapegoat kind of thing?
Scapegoat, yep.
Yeah, scapegoat.
Scapegoat, I found
There
it.
you go.
I like
Posted
the
in
pink
the-
one.
That's my my fiance's username in the Discord, Scapegoaty. Yeah, she loves ghosts and like she's like, oh, I'll do that because it kind of goes with you. I'm like, all right.
Then she likes ghost tricks that probably.
I'll show you like, I think as far as Scapegoat and like maybe Joey, she doesn't really know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh. Very supportive though.
Oh no, you must fix that.
There's I linked it to you in the Discord.
Oh, you
chat.
found it?
Yeah.
Oh god, how'd
Because
you?
you said it was because little Kribo recognized you, so then.
Oh, did
I
you
searched-
search through there?
Yeah, well,
Oh.
the search function. So I put both your names, and then
God.
someone's response where they put glasses on it came up.
Let me find that to you real quick through what you sent. Alright. This is what we're talking about. This is the one still in all of Yu-Gi-Oh history that actually.
Oh,
there's
gosh.
2 apparently. Yeah, there's one right there with the eyes open, and then there's another one I guess where he's like crying.
Yeah, you go to your replies. 'Cause
Yeah,
you
yeah,
replied to it, and it was being murdered by a dinosaur in it.
That must be one of the most cursed things I've ever seen.
The Ralph reply, Chuck Tools, I'm in danger. Look at the freaking glasses. Oh my goodness. That's literally me.
Yeah, like you wouldn't hit a token with glasses, would you?
I gotta watch how far I scroll to be honest, but let's see what else is in the replies. Pretty much it, right? That was one of my best tweets. Shout out to Little Karibo for retweeting.
So he's Karibo's, your scapegoats, and I'm Slifer's.
Yeah.
anyone like obsessed with blue eyes? Or Ojamas, I guess. You could have like someone RP as Ojamas. Now there's like what, 5 or 7 colors.
Ojama. Yeah. There's red and blue,
7 or 8 colors for Ojamas if I recall correctly.
pink. Oh, look at that. You're drawing a little bed.
Yeah, I've decided he's sleeping now. Sleeping in a real bed.
That do be cute. Look at that polished little scapegoat. Oh my
Mine's
god.
like
You know
traumatized.
that what's that kid's book with the giant fuzzy animals? Where the
Which
wild
one?
things are? I
Oh,
think
yeah,
this
yeah, yeah.
the scapegoat would be in that book.
Really?
Yeah.
I did read that when I was a kid.
Wait, what program are you using?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
using Paint Tool Sai. It lets you use Photoshop tools or Photoshop paintbrushes, and it's not as expensive as Photoshop, because you know since they switched to that subscription model, I was like, no.
No.
I'm like, I'm not spending money on you, Photoshop. I already spent money on you in like 2014, and now you're asking for too much. So I was out of there.
Wait, is it Clip Studio Paint?
I don't know. Hold on. What is this called? Clip Studio Paint.
Yeah, Clip
It's
Studio
like,
Paint.
It's different than Sai, but like, no, but I get. I know,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
know
used to use Sai. That's where the confusion was, but I didn't like their brushes, and they didn't have like as much tools as I'd wanted to use. And then this one was like the perfect balance between both, and it was on sale. So
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for a sale. I've heard good things about this. There's like 3D models you can use for posing and all this other crazy stuff.
yeah, there's 3D models. There's also like, if I go here, I think there's like a advanced fill. I don't know. One of these, they let you just color. It colors it for you, and it's the weirdest like tool I've ever used in my life.
Oh,
Okay,
it's like-
colorize all,
Like, yeah,
and
it's
it
kind of
like.
fill in the gaps for you or something.
Yeah, like this, I know it looks cursed right now because it's like not on probably on the right layer, but like you can also like erase it and make highlights and like weird stuff. But I don't know. I've only used that tool once and I hated it, so but it's there.
I think it's probably meant for people that draw like with line arts. So sometimes if you have a small gap in the liner, it'll just autofill everything.
Yeah.
So this was their solution to help people out. So that's why I want to try it out actually, because I do heavy line work, and it's like if you just do one little gap, it's like the color goes everywhere, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, then it's probably something you should use. It definitely has like the good tool for that. But I don't know what else I can add to this little scapegoat guy.
I think it's perfect.
Very soft.
I think that's all you need. I'm trying to find a next one for you to draw. I don't want to like go too deep into like the other seasons. I kind of want to keep it like old, nostalgic DM and GX.
Ah, yes, because I am still learning the new car.
How about here's a unique one that nobody really does. Let's see this one. So the next one I do want to request is a morphing jar.
Morphing jar?
Yeah.
Do you want him to like come out of his thing, or is that up to like
yeah.
artist
That's
interpretation?
yeah, artist interpretation. We'll go with that.
You could have chose like the single most creepiest card in all of Yu-Gi-Oh.
You think that is?
Have you seen like how he comes out of his jar?
No, I actually haven't.
It's kind of like it's like you ever watch if you
Full
said
Metal Alchemist.
Actually haven't, really.
Yeah, I think I was like this. It's really creepy. I can't remember his arms though.
Oh wait, there's a good opportunity here, Slifer. You can invert the scapegoat facing the morphing jar.
I'm trying to remember how to.
There you go. There, we got something beautiful coming on here.
It was just funny when it was like Kind of.
I mean, if you think it's funnier, feel free.
No,
I'm
it's
not
fine.
here to, I'm not here to dictate.
I don't remember this. I don't think I've ever drawn this thing before in my life.
I have
Look
never
at
drawn this thing before in my life either.
Kay's
I
little
thought I was
scapegoat.
gonna go my entire life never drawing this, but here I am.
This is Kay's little scapegoat. It's all
Oh, yeah,
cute.
literally.
Got like a little dizzy thing at the top, or
Oh, it's so cute.
I like it. It's cute, and it's orange too. So
You're just missing one. You should draw the pink one. Or what color are we missing?
it was blue. Jackie Major's blue too, right? Or is it pink?
It was purple, and then I swapped it to pink. I don't know if he has his tongue sticking out. I don't think so. We're gonna say he does.
It's like artist interpretation. Or maybe yeah, that's a little too weird. Just about like. Wait, who played this card? Pegasus?
It had
was
been
played,
like
it was played, yeah.
Bakura or something like
I was like,
that.
Bakura or Pegasus, maybe.
Oh,
Seems like a
Bakura
Bakura
used-
card.
Yeah. Oh, he used it against young Yugi. Oh, when he like shoved everyone in their monster.
Oh, yeah. I can picture somebody saying morphing jar in a British accent. That sounds believable.
Merrick had it in his hand only in the dub. Let's see. Someone in Zexel used it, but no one that we cared.
Oh, really?
No words of archive. There's like so many little hidden details in the back of Yu-Gi-Oh anime. It's pretty funny.
That's pretty interesting. There's like a whole like community of people who didn't know Marshmallow had teeth.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
he
no,
bites. Who does he bite? Bakura?
Yeah. Yuki's just like Marshmallow on attack, and Bakura's like looking at it, and then it like, just bites him in the torso.
he's like, why?
Little spiky teeth. I feel like this is gonna be like in my nightmares.
Probably.
Hmm.
Morphed are banned?
No, it's
Actually,
like
no, they
limited,
brought
I
him
think.
back, huh?
Yeah, I think.
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know.
I feel
The
like
ban list doesn't surprise me anymore, though.
it's either too slow or there's not enough cards to like actively make an FTK out of it, so they don't mind it being at 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair.
I feel like that's a challenge.
I've seen some videos. They're like probably very inconsistent as well.
Hmm.
Hey, sorry about that.
No worries.
My dad came in the kitchen and it smelled like grease. I'm like, wow, fantastic. Okay.
We're just vibing.
We're just vibing. We're just doing our thing.
We peeped your scapegoat while you were gone.
Yay!
It's very cute.
I just like, it's very fluffy. Okay.
No, yeah, like it's very cute. It's got the little like swiggly lines at the top of the head.
That's a halo.
Oh, it's a halo. I thought he was just Disney
It's
or
a
something.
halo. It's an innocent little scapegoat.
That's
You wouldn't
oh.
want to hurt a scapegoat, would you?
Well, he's already dead.
No.
You gave him
He's
a
the
halo.
innocent one.
I didn't choose this. I gave him the life. You gave him death.
No.
I said he's dizzy. You said no, he's dead.
No, he's not dead. He's an innocent little scapegoat. You wouldn't want to hurt him.
Now you gotta draw a Gillosaurus on the side. You're getting ready to eat it.
No, I can't draw that. I'm not gonna hurt this little scapegoat.
You gotta draw one of his charred brethrens in the background.
Dang. This is gonna be my nightmare.
Yeah, I remember it coming out of the jar like that. This is like a request you would have never have gotten in your lifetime.
Probably not.
I mean, there could be someone out there that really stands morphing jar. I'm not gonna judge.
I mean, maybe. I'm sure if I like search it up on Twitter, somebody will show up.
There was that one Yugioh player, Paul Cooper, who really liked morphing
Oh, empty
jar.
jar, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That would be the only person that would ever request it.
Perhaps.
Hmm.
Look at that thing. I like you're both drawing him like jumping out of the jar.
Well, it's either that or it's gonna be him
In the
scared
jar.
in the jar.
Yeah. Okay, added some text to it. Just a little
I
scapegoat.
did. Just
You
wish
wouldn't-
a little scapegoat.
Little me.
Wouldn't eat little me guy. I mean, come on. You wouldn't want to eat a little scapegoat. They're too cute.
I mean, some goblins might.
Of course, the goblins would.
They might char it up.
No, that's your brand.
Hey man, there's a lot of them. Maybe the goblins would just like, you know, be in the lore as people who are like trying to maintain population and like number and quantity of monsters. So they're just trying to eat them all. I don't know.
Is there a card called like Monster Control or something? Like Monster Reborn? But like the opposite.
Monster death. Monsters stay dead.
Wait, did they ever make that insector that won the contest?
Oh no, not yet.
I mean, the spell that won the contest. They didn't vote for a monster.
Well, the spell's what you need, right?
I think they need a monster.
I was more so in the market for them needing a normal quick play or field spell.
I think they just don't have any monsters that do anything.
I
At
was-
least that's like.
Those.
I looked at the archetype. If they got like, I think a union hanger, I think it would be good for them.
You know what? It would be
I
really
think there's,
fun,
like-
or it would be cool if they did like an art contest where you drew the next insector card.
I'll just send them a bug. That's what's gonna happen. Is someone's gonna send someone a bug, just like, you know, 5-year-old kids' drawings, and that's what's gonna be the winner. I already know that's what's gonna happen.
I'm surprised they don't really do that too often, for at least for the US. I know there were contests in the past for Japan to have custom
did it
cards.
Once.
Yeah, and like it's kind of like lore in the actual anime for Jaden, right? To have drawn cards and make them into real life. So I'm surprised they don't take that inspiration from the community too often.
Wasn't the koala guy like he left to go be a painter for Pegasus or card artist for Pegasus?
Chumley?
Yeah,
Is
sorry,
that
I
what he
thought it
did?
was koala guy.
I don't recall that lore, but I know he left. Yeah, he might have
He
been.
won. I think he won an art contest with, and then like he was gonna get hired by Pegasus to draw card art, and then that was the whole thing. And
That's
then
the
Carly
life,
was
huh?
like, "Well, you can't leave unless you beat me at a duel and like prove you can like leave." And he lost, but Carly was like, "Well, you proved yourself, so it's fine." But yeah, no, he had a like I thought the Airs Rock card was supposed to be like his painting.
He drew a rock.
He painted the Airs Rock or something. I'm not crazy, I know. Like, maybe Airs Rock Sunrise? Is that what it? I forgot. I swear.
Really? That seems like it's like.
It is a Beast and Beast Warrior card, so
I guess that makes
that
sense.
sounds like it checks out.
Yeah, Airs Rock Sunrise, like Chumley like painted it or something, and then Pegasus was like, "You're hired." And I'm like, I wish I could do that. Painted a pretty sunrise. You know what's funny? Actually, like that art contest, like when they were like draw a card. I entered that when I was in high school, I think, because it was like you had to be under 18 still, and I was like, okay. And then they opened it up to like online voting, and I got like second, but they ultimately went with Dragon Ice for my age category.
Dragon Knights with a fan art.
So
Might-
Dragon Ice, Tongue Twister, and Screech were the 3 winners. Of
Those
that
are some
contest.
random cards.
Yeah. And each one was a different age category.
They should have done that for like a main character card. Imagine Screech being a main character card.
The Bachi B was the winner of the Zexal contest. That was a little kid.
It was.
So Yuma used that.
Ah.
There was a couple of contests that were done during that time, but I know there's like 1 or 2 that happened. Kind of wish they would bring those
Whoever
back.
did
It's
it,
really
actually.
cute.
Yeah, they should do that more often. But back to the injector part of it, I think they'd have to at least wait, I believe, 6 months to be in the planning process of all that stuff. So I believe that portion's already been completed, right?
Had to have already been made.
December, like November, around that time that was done.
I feel like all of those cards, they're like vaulted or something. At least that's like my opinion, because like I think with Magic they test. Well, I say this with a grain of salt because they probably don't test, but Magic the Gathering tests their cards for 3 years before releasing them.
Really?
So I would imagine that like Yugioh does the same, where like before they announce like a contest winner, the card would already be made. But I don't know. They might do it different.
It would make sense that they already have like a backlog of like certain cards.
Yeah.
So they're probably like, okay, will this break the game? And then yes or no. And they'll be like, okay. But if the effect's like too powerful, and they're like, well, maybe we need to scale it back or
I
something.
don't think they even know if it's gonna break the game or not. They released some bangers.
Let's give Dragoon all the things. Like,
They came out the gate and said, here are the dragon rulers, and they're all rare.
You know, when I read Dragoon, I skipped over one of his like 6 effects the first time. I was like, oh my gosh, that's how much I think he like burns someone, he negates something. He does a lot of stuff. I feel like he has like 6 effects. He can't die.
They made him
Are you
like
serious?
amazing, and they're like, nobody's ever gonna summon this, so we'll just make this like a Red Eyes Dark Magician archetype card. And then they made Anaconda, and they just forgot.
oops.
Like, oh yeah, Dragoon's out.
The game's ruined now.
I completely forgot about Dragoon until you mentioned it, and I was just like, oh no.
I mean,
What am I gonna hear this time?
my recent tournament, I could not forget Dragoon.
It was just.
Look at that, that's beautiful.
Wasn't Dragoon like last year?
I think so.
Yeah, he came out in the Megatons last
There's,
year.
Yeah, Megaton last year. I was like,
That's
oh
such
no, here we
a
go.
beautiful morphing jar. It looks like he's coming out of a faucet.
Is that what it looked like? I thought
To
it was
me.
more like, I don't know.
It was like a UFO.
I don't know what his jar looks like. I think it's
It's
just,
morphing jar number 8.
yeah, let's call him morphing jar number 10 or
yeah.
something.
Add some
I don't know
numbers.
how high they go.
We're
actually.
building the
Isn't
archetype
there like
right now.
2 morphing jars though?
3 maybe.
I think there might be 3.
And there's other like
I don't
jars,
know.
obviously, but
Oh, yeah, no.
It was
Let's
30.
dice jar. What does the bottom of that guy look like?
There's cyber jar, dice jar, fiber jar,
oh, I don't think there's a
level
3.
pod, morphing jars 1 and 2, and necro jar.
Mm.
I feel like,
dice
alright,
jars
let's make him not look like he's coming out of a faucet. Let's make him look like he's coming out of a little bit of a jar.
No, it's fine. We're building our own lore over here. You know, it's beautiful.
Thank
At least
you.
necro
I
jar was,
enjoy it.
Anime only. Oh, tricky.
While you guys are working on that, I'm gonna pull out a bunch of the art from the community that people have made. If I can find it. I'm gonna put this back on actually.
We drew that last one. There's like so many layers. I'm very impressed. Can't even keep track of. They have more than like 3 layers. It's like hard.
I'm gonna go back into my history.
Oh gosh, I just put them zoomed in.
Okay, I found it. So here we go. This is a thread I asked some people to submit some art to. And they're just going to show off some of their art real quick. This is Hoodley. Hoodley is in the chat. So what is going on, Hoodley? We have a... I honestly... Some of these I'm not going to know what they are, so I apologize. But I think this is like a... female
I think
version
that's
of
a
Zane?
Chaz.
Or
Yeah,
Chaz?
oh,
That's
Zane.
Zane.
I think it's one of them, yeah.
I think it's Zane.
Hoodley, if you're in the chat, feel free to correct us. And don't cancel me, but...
That's really cool though.
Is this I don't know. Hoodley, yeah, you're in the chat. Is this Chaz or Princeton based? That's the same person. Chaz or Zane based? Someone's OC wearing Zane's outfit. Okay.
Ah. I feel like I play too many video games to be like, that's insane.
Oh, this is another hard one. I don't know what this one is. Is this another OC? I feel like the
Oh, I
armor
know
is
who this
familiar.
No,
is.
it's the... Isn't it
Yeah.
the Queen Allure Queen archetype?
I don't. I've seen this guy before. It's a. Is he like a World Legacy? Maybe. I'm not sure. It looks like one of the Keyblade guys.
Maybe.
Wait, I pulled... Oh wait, World Chalice, never mind. That's what I pulled. I thought maybe it was that, but
Okay.
it's not.
Oh, it's Annie? Oh, it's Annie with Charles, the Infernal Knight.
Oh yeah, I knew I've seen the
Oh.
dude before.
Shoutouts to Annie. Look at that, that's beautiful.
Super cute. I like the soft shading.
Okay, I know this one. This is Construct.
You
This is-
sure?
Yeah, that's 1000% Construct. And then, oh my god, that's beautiful. This is Spiral, hold on.
Agent?
Agent. Yeah. That's it.
That guy
I'm like
ruined the
double
game for
Helix,
a while.
Yeah, Spirals are definitely a deck. This is basically me.
Just like
That's just how I sit down every night. I love it. Get some amazing stuff, Hoodley. Super Agent. Oh, okay, Super Agent is.
Yeah,
Well,
drawing
definitely,
people holding stuff is like hard.
definitely follow @_Hoodley for some amazing drawing, and they're an amazing person. So definitely catch them. We have Sicardi, who's in the Discord, Billy, drawing with a amazing Alexis. This is really great. The card I know. And I think
Oh,
that's
nice.
a Cyber Angel in there too, I think.
It's Dakini.
Oh, Dakini? Oh,
She
that is a
also
Cyber
terrorized Duel
Duel
Links
Links,
for a
yeah.
while. All these cards are giving me PTSD.
It was like, you have wacky spaghetti hair? It's kind of curly. It's kind of wacky enough to be qualified for that, yeah. So definitely check out Sicardi. They got some great stuff. So it's @Sicardi24. We got Red Void. So, I think they shared Grim Luminaries art. Yeah, it's Grim Luminaries art. She's on break, so he submitted it on the behalf. So this is Jaden and an OC?
That's like that one really famous painting. It was on like Elfin Lied or whatever.
Oh,
Like the kiss or whatever. That's what that reminds me of.
okay. It's really good.
I would not be able to tell you, but yeah, dude, the line work's like really clean on that.
Are those crystal beast things in the background?
Using Crystal Beast, and then Jesse just pops up.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
there you go.
I don't know much about crystal beast lore.
Well,
I was gonna say,
conveniently,
like,
next
the
one is
Infinity Disc.
Jesse and Jaden. So, Win Karibo, Carbuncle, and we got some BL. Very supportive of that. More power to you.
They said it's How and Crystal Keeper.
Hmm.
That
Grim's
ruby
here.
carbuncle
Grim.
is incredibly well done.
That's a great ruby.
It's
It's
hard to
not
find
Jaden?
good
Oh.
fan art of ruby carbuncle.
Really? That's not Jaden.
Have they ever made like, a plushie of it?
No, they should though.
Yeah, because if they made like Wing
There's
Karibo-
two Wing Karibo ones.
all
the
the
me-
Johan Simpson cosplayers are like, "Where's my Crystal Beast?"
For real.
Plushie.
Yep. Hoodley is open for commissions if you want to do that. And any other artist that is here or in this podcast, you can definitely take commissions or plug your stuff if you want to do commissions for people. I know you guys said you're pretty full. Well,
The time being, you know.
Always check out our wonderful artists here. Definitely whenever they are. I would definitely commission you guys if you guys are ever opening.
Thank you.
I'm going to reopen in mid-June because I have to get through my current queue. I'm like some of the others here where it's like we have a full-time job, so it's like I can't do this all day even though I wish I could.
Oh yeah, for sure. I definitely understand that. I have like 3 artist appointments in June myself. So I have like a pixel artist doing my Twitch what are they called? Alerts. So they're doing 3 things for that, for like subs, donations, and all that stuff. Then one's doing my
What you getting
overlay.
done?
Huh?
What are you getting done?
Of the 3 pixel notifications, one's gonna be a scapegoat waking up. The other is gonna be I think we agreed on like scapegoats like being parachuted down for like a raid.
Aww.
That sounds so cute.
And donations, I think he's gonna get bonked in the head with money. I think that's pretty much it. But that's
I'm
that.
seeing art. Yes, it's from my friend Grim.
Yes. Then my overlays, that's gonna get done too. And then I have like 20 emotes, mostly for Discord, but some for Twitch if I want to update the Twitch ones. So I think my scapegoat heart's gonna get redone by the new artist. And some other stuff.
I love your scapegoat heart.
Yeah, I love that. It's my favorite one besides Pat. But enough of me. This is about everybody else. So definitely gonna look at this one. This is Oh man, don't kill me, Grim. These are like Saitaman outfits, though, right?
That's an elemental hero.
Is it?
Is
Oh,
there
oh,
a
oh, oh.
Vision Hero?
Koga?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know which one is the green one. Mass Hero
Master Hero
Blast.
Blast. Oh man,
Yeah.
I don't
And
know
then
anything
that's
about
the
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Slifer jacket.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is beautiful though. I mean, I don't, I don't know these things, but they're very beautiful. I know that much.
I was like, I've seen this man's outfit before, but where?
Grim
know-
It
is
has-
currently doing like a little bit of a break, but like seeing her art is like, there's Grim. There's Grim.
Yeah. And Grim's been like around for like quite a while for me. And I definitely love Grim and her art. It's very good. I always see her in the community when in the past, so definitely love coming across posts from them.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
we also, this is the one I more so know and I'm more prominent towards. Like I've seen this being posted and worked on. She's posted this in the Discord quite often.
Oh, that's super cute.
I don't remember the name. It's like it begins with A, right?
Oh, the Cubics guy?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't
Agami?
remember his name.
Igami,
Igami?
right? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
Agami, yes.
like
It's
origami.
beautiful. I love chibi art mostly, and this is like hitting my spot right here.
Yeah, really clean on the line work and coloring.
Mm-hmm.
There he is. There's the little guy.
All the stars too in the background. That's cute. Definitely some good stuff though. You definitely do be liking that. So definitely follow Grim Luminary. We do hope to see you back, and I hope to see some more art from you. Oh, we got more?
I think
Part
we got
two?
more.
Part 2.
There's a lot of GX
What's
fans.
what's the bottom part referencing to? Referring?
Their past lives. Maybe.
Uh,
I don't remember Johan having the past life though, but maybe it's like the card lore.
Jaden had past life?
Oh, well,
Yeah,
there is
like the
past
evil
life
emperor
for
Howl.
Jane, because remember Supreme King and Yubel?
Oh, it's Hal and Keeper again.
Yeah, how?
Ah. Man, I'm not qualified to be anything Yu-Gi-Oh related in terms of like informant or anything like that. I know like
I don't-
nothing.
Jaden or
But you can pull up the Scapegoat opened eyes
Yeah,
picture.
I can work for the FBI. That's about it. Even then, Slifer's the one who found it for me. And look at that, an Eevee. A Jaden Eevee. That's cute.
oh, super cute. Get your E.
Definitely love this art. It's beautiful. Then Lulu Laza. This is a Scapegoat 3D render.
What?
It's based
Where?
off of the Nuzlocke I'm doing. Oh. Oh, you're playing Pokemon Nuzlocke? That's pretty cool. Pretty dope. That's a 3D render of Scapegoat. I have no idea what this is in reference to, but that's pretty cool.
You could put it into a world.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, were those the keys from GX?
Oh, that's interesting. That might be it.
Is that what it was? I remember like there was a season where everyone had a key.
That might. You're so big brained. Oh my god.
Oh, there you go. The spirit keys, dang.
The spirit key. Oh yeah.
Dang,
That
I don't
definitely-
think anyone's ever seen anyone make that before.
That's pretty
dope.
cool.
Yeah, that is the spirit keys. Yeah. Oh,
I had to think about that. Dang,
that's
like
crazy. The dedication for that.
That's wild. And then this is the Yubel helmet, right? Supreme King. think so.
Really
That
good
is
brand.
his helmet.
This is pretty cool. I'd like to see cosplay of Supreme King. I don't think I've ever seen that cosplay.
Someone had to.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. It's like they're all wearing like heavy pleather and stuff. It's like dang.
Oh, that's the Attic Mister, I think. That's
Aw.
cute. Like the little face, the little smushed in face. That's cute. And that was at Lulu Laza. Uzis. Definitely appreciate ya. Love seeing it. Now we have Psycho Space Cow. Can't get that wrong if you're looking it up. We have a little comic type of thing of the
No.
tour guide with the Burning Abyss.
Is that like a Ignis kind of?
The last card, yeah, like the Attic Mister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how they're all Dante's writing on the graph.
Oh, Dante is there. Who's the snake? Is that Tsuchinoko or what is that on the right?
I think that's Tsuchinoko and Sangen's ice cream.
That's beautiful.
Oh.
Like in his ice cream code. And then you
Yeah,
have
it looks
Fiendish
like
Rhino Warrior in the back.
It says Miss Guide helped Danny and his friends fiend their way across the scary street. Dante was scared, but his graph said that if they followed Miss Guide, they would find Danny's friend Baby. This sounds like this could be like a toddler book. This would be cute. It's a toddler book.
What is it? Burning
That is
Abyss?
cute.
The Burning Abyss toddler book.
Aw.
That's beautiful. And then you have what is it?
Is it Sangan getting kicked?
I think he's getting
I think
kicked.
he's just happy. I think he's just skipping.
He's just
Oh
vibing.
yeah, wait, no, he's holding the ice cream. Okay.
You thought Graph
That's
was
so
eating him?
cute.
That's beautiful. I like that. That's pretty cool. You got a elemental hero Neos. Pretty nice. Love that. Got a little fish charging up, getting ready to strike.
There's a set called Neo Strike.
Strike of
It's
Neos.
called Neo Strike.
Strike of Neos.
Yeah, I think it's Strike of Neos. Could be a callback. We have Anna Kaboom. Speaking of her, not so long ago, we got her with her very long cannon. I can't tell if the cannon's really long or if it's just like a very small
Well,
cannon.
let me see the. I think I know which one you're talking about. Is it a train or is it the cannon she flies on?
No, it's a monster. Yeah, because the
Gustav
information on the
Max.
top right. Yeah,
Gustav
Gustav Max. Yeah. What do you mean,
That's
Grim?
the
You deserve all the
non-number.
compliments. Every artist deserves all of the compliments.
Yeah, in the middle of the stream, I actually went to go follow Corinne on Twitter.
There you go. This is Kaiba. Oh, this is like this is funny art. I like this.
Everyone's like super chibi.
Yes, you do, Grim. We see you in the chat. You deserve the compliments.
Blue Eyes Obelisk and Chaos Envoy. Does Kaiba ever summon Chaos Envoy?
He did in the KC Grand Championship against the pink-haired guy. Was it Siegfried?
Yeah, Sigrid. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he summoned it like once, and then we never saw it again.
That's awesome. Oh man, is this Professor Banner from Category Ace? This must be like a younger Professor Banner. That's pretty neat. Oh, he did in the crappy filler. Yeah, the Grand Championship, yeah.
Oh, wait, no,
think-
that's not Banner.
That's not Banner?
That's the guy from GX Season 3. Banner was dead by that point. This is the guy that was like spoke in a very hypnotic kind of state.
I don't even remember that.
It was Judai was against him, and I think it was because Jesse was out. Jesse was out of
Was out.
Yeah, he was down for the count. And this was that guy that they were dueling on the bridge. It was like it was right after the Beans Night guy that they had to fight, the guy that was like the hunter for the crystal beasts. This is like the guy
Whoa,
afterwards.
you're speaking foreign language to me. I have no idea what that is. You're like
Wow.
Beans Night,
I'm
Crystal
remembering
Hunter.
things, and I wish I didn't remember certain things like this character, but I remember him clearly.
I'm like
It's
Jerry
definitely
Beans,
not
man.
Banner. It's the other guy. Oh, I forget his name.
He
She
looks like
seems
Banner.
pretty sure of herself. That was like the most detailed lore to
Yeah,
describe
I
She
should
could be
remember now.
BSing though. You never know. Just kidding. You're probably 1000% right. Whoa, Grim donated $10. Grim, what are you doing? You don't have to do that.
Grim!
Grim, I'll tell you what. You can choose the next thing to draw.
Grim, who
We
what do
appreciate
you
you,
want
Grim.
us to draw?
I just realized your donation notification is Scapegoat getting eaten by the giant.
Yeah. It's yeah, that's that one. My favorite one's the follow one though, when like the Cyberblader's like kicking it in the face and explodes. I love it though.
Was it Draco Sack?
Ooh. Okay, you all have to draw Ruby Carbuncle.
Ruby Carbuncle, okay.
Is that Scapegoat with Bunny? I just checked your thing.
Gonna
That's
have to
funny. Oh my
get that
goodness.
cute little reference.
Shut up and
The
take
morphing jar with fire in the background.
my money.
Alright, yep. So start up at the Ruby Carbuncle. I'll go back to these arts and like kind of look at them and see
That's
what the
cool.
progress is after that. But thank you very much, Grim. We know you definitely did not have to do that, and we do appreciate you. We appreciate your art, and we do hope to see you back in the community and retweeting all your art. So this is a webcomic based on Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains. This is actually pretty cool.
Lightning Hunter.
Dang, that's really
I know a
detailed.
couple people that are working on it.
It's
There's
pretty
your
cool.
mech.
Yeah, robots, right?
Coloring's really nice.
So
That's pretty crazy.
I'm so jealous of anyone who can draw mechs. They're so difficult.
What is this? This is LH Comic. And they are at Valmy_ME and then at British Sharks. This guy's really good. Yeah, it seems so. This is like crazy detail.
Are they doing like a full web comic? Because I think I've seen like on Facebook.
That's what the text says. I'll read the whole text out, but it seems like they're doing the whole Vrains comic, and they even do the thing where they put the card stuff in there too. That's pretty cool.
Dang.
That's dedication. And then they have like character designs and stuff like that. That's crazy. This is cool. Let me read the Thanks for the opportunity. We are a team creating a webcomic based on Vrains. Creating the original cards and creating designs. So yeah, it looks like they're making a full-fledged webcomic on it. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Definitely look out for Lightning Hunter. It might already have a few chapters based on all of this art already. Definitely
that's a
check
lot.
that out. We have a... Oh, Gene. BT. You were here earlier. We're on to your sculpture of Ecclesia. So Dogmatica Ecclesia. That's actually really cool. We saw a lot of drawings and stuff like that, digital art, but we haven't seen a 3D like rendered model in real life yet. So this is Ecclesia's head. That's pretty cool.
Something I'm also jealous of is people who do 3D art.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get into that, and it's not as easy as it is on paper.
That's pretty. It looks like it's crazy. This one is Valmy_me. This looks like female soul burner and female revolver.
Let me see. I think so. Wait.
Because you definitely
Wait.
have
It's
the flamey
Oliver-
staff.
It looks like it. Yeah, I think so. But I think they're supposed to be takes on magician girls.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, Velma is one of the people that's actually working on Lightning Hunter.
Oh,
From my
really?
knowledge.
Actually, yeah, that would make sense if they're right under, right? Valmy Don me. Yeah. I literally said that. Wow, I like completely missed that. It's a good call on that. This is Crow Hogan with the Black Winged Dragon. That's wicked cool. This is so cool. I like seeing other people's art. And then
As we were all like ripping on Crow and like, him being a signer, but I'm like, he's still really cool.
and now we're like, yeah, Crow is really cool. This
That's
is
the piece, right?
the Gusto archetype? Ritual Beast? What is this in the
See.
background?
That is Ritual Beast. That's the dolphin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
it's Ritual Beast. Yeah, definitely.
The one that has the big booty. I don't know, the
The big
2800
booty?
defense.
Yeah.
Wow.
What?
the big
There's
booty.
2800 defense.
No, I'm sorry. What did you just say it was?
She's got the big booty, the big defense. That's what
The
you
big-
call
the
it.
big-
Attention
the
to
big dolphin
those.
booty.
That's what you say when someone has a big defense.
Mm-hmm. Alright, we got this from Dispro_CT. It's a very nice and bright Yugi. I think it's like the ceremonial duel? Am I right or
No,
wrong?
it's the Deus Ex Machina from.
Oh no, it's from the movie. It's
Yeah,
from
when
the
he-
Mr. Lee movie.
The Atom
Oh.
Ex Machina.
I see. I understand.
Wait, Scapegoat, you didn't see the movie, or did you?
Oh,
see
no,
the
no, no.
movie?
I've seen it. It was just wild, you know? You guys are, I don't know. You guys
When he
have some
comes
big
by and he's
lore IQ
silent.
brains, you know?
Yeah, he's silent. He just plays one card and then ends the game. Doesn't say a peep.
Maybe that was like the last of his, like,
I was
that's him
thinking-
energy. You don't know. Right?
Since Kaiba creates a machine to go to the desert back in time.
That was still funny.
That was a weird part, and I heard Eric Stewart's like take on that. Like Kaiba could be dead, but he might not be. You never know. You'll have to wait for the
But it's
next
like-
movie.
No, but it's like, was it time travel or was it dimension? Because
It
like,
was
the
time travel, I think. Well,
they
actually,
were
wait,
like,
probably both.
yeah, like to the afterlife, like the afterlife dimension, I guess. Because the whole thing was dark side of dimensions, and in the beginning they were outlining like alternate realities and other dimensions, and the whole plot of this thing was like dimension hopping. So it's like, I don't think he's dead, but he kind of made a one-way ticket.
Imagine wanting to run back against your boyfriend so bad you go into the afterlife to beat him.
Make a giant space elevator. Cost
Apparently,
billions
that's
of dollars.
basically what happened. And one of the last ones we have is Simba. And they have
Whoa,
quite a
that's
few
nice.
different older ones and newer ones. This is Revolver and Boral Sword?
Something.
Boral. Very talented, very cool. I like the background, Into the Rains type of thing. Very awesome. I like the style too. That is pretty cool. The next one's really nice. We got the tunes and Toon World in the background with a little kind of like stickerish art, right? So this is like Toon Dark Magician Girl, Toon Blue Eyes, and Toon Summon Skull.
Oh man, that's so clean.
Oh, it is Boral Load. Cool. Yeah, these like stickers, like kinda. I like that like style, the like big thick white outline to like kind of represent stickering.
Yeah, they do look like stickers. It's really nice.
Mm-hmm. The Chad Blue Eyes. He's got the Chad smile. That's beautiful. And this is Duelist Concept, so OC, probably, right?
Let me see.
This looks like a devil trick star. Kinda. This is really cool. They got like a coffin for a D-board. This reminds me of Skate, if anybody's seen Skate. With
Oh,
Adam's
interesting.
skateboard.
That's nice. It's a nice design. I like that.
That's pretty cool.
I'm still like, in Reigns, if your avatar can be anything, Why didn't we see like the giraffe person?
Dude, I was literally thinking that. Dude, that's crazy. Can you imagine Yusaku just with the giraffe avatar?
You know what avatar? I'd be a Cypher. I'd be like, yo. It's like I
That'd be
don't need
wild.
a skateboard. I have my own skateboard.
Don't you
Oh.
have a Slifer VTuber?
I do.
You're basically
Mhm.
Cypher.
There you go. I bet like people come and they're like, I didn't expect to see an Egyptian god playing.
We have Manjomi Thunder
Manjome Sunda.
with Alexis Rhodes. Very cute.
Manjome with Asuka. That's so
Oh, is
cute.
her figure's like out now, isn't it? The
Oh
Asuka
yeah,
figure?
the new one, yeah.
I'm glad they're finally making like more spin-off merch. Like,
Or even more like female represented characters, I guess. Like normally for like most like companies, you'd expect them to release like the anime like female as like lewd or whatnot. But like Yu-Gi-Oh, it's been like all about the monsters. It's all about like Dark Magician, Blue Eyes, Yugi Kaiba. So it's good to see them spin out to like Alexis and other like characters. So definitely
the
welcomed.
is closing soon, I think, for foreigners.
Oh
They're
really?
asking what to make for the next Yu-Gi-Oh monster figure.
Oh yeah. I think a lot of people are into Black Rose Dragon, right? I see a lot of people
Ooh, that
asking
would
for
be
that.
so nice.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are voting Yubel, actually.
Yubel?
No,
Whoa.
no, nothing wrong with you, Belle, but it's not Black Rose Dragon.
I wasted
know.
my votes on Scapegoat every day, so sorry.
That's why I'm doing Slifer. Because it's weird, right? You think being the Egyptian gods, they made the fun co-pops. Which, like, geez.
Grim says, my husband unironically does a Chaz voice and plays Ojama Armed Dragon Thunder. Oh god. That's amazing.
Are they married to Chaz?
Basically. At that point, right? Look at
I
that.
think we all want to be like a Yu-Gi-Oh character at some point.
Yeah, probably. Ruby Carbuncle's little head. What do we got from Slifer? Look at that.
Oh my god. That's so cute.
I pretty much am. Might as well pick up Cyberblader and such. Oh god, yeah. Funny. Oh, there's Shaz right there. Thank you very much for the follow. Heard us talking. This is great. Little Ruby Carbuncle. I was streaming Duel Links the other day and was playing Chaz too. Oh man, just to add to the lore. You're deep in it, man.
I wanted to try to summon that VWXYZ Assault Dragon, and I'm missing XYZ.
Oh god.
I was like, well, that's not happening.
Somebody else who would be very happy to see this being drawn is Neshi, who's actually in the podcast too. So Neshi might have to watch these backlogs one day and see the Crystal Beasts.
Did he win his Mokuba League thing? I think I saw something about that. I haven't kept too hard up or
I won it.
up on it, but oh, you won it?
Yeah.
Of course you want them.
I beat Neshi round 2. He played Mech Knight Crystal Beast.
Ooh.
How was that?
I was definitely looking at my computer kind of confused.
It's like,
But
it's working.
it works though, because like you know the beasts go to the back row, and then you just have pretty much essentially a column almost half made. So
Scapegoat was confused. It's super effective.
Yeah, basically. Grim learned how to use Crystal Conclave better thanks to him. Oh yeah, really? Yeah, Conclave's a really good card, especially in Duel Links. I was playing, what do you call it, the KC Cup in Duel Links, and I was like 36,000 points, which is like very good. It was like top 100. And then I lost like twice in a row to a Crystal Beast player, like to the Conclave, and I'm like, this is a broken card. And I like
The same
hated Crystal
guy?
Beast. Yeah, the same guy.
Wait, how?
The guy has your number.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, like how did it pair you twice with the same?
It's like, I don't know, it goes by the same I don't know what the exact thing's called.
DP.
The DP, yeah. So based on similar DP. I was like, no way. I was so mad. I dropped all the way down to like 20k or something.
If
No.
Not after those 2 consecutive duels, but like a few more duels. But I made top 500 this time around too, so I get to play in the grand tournament.
Nice. I haven't played Duel Links in a while, and I need to qualify for that.
Yeah, you gotta. Whenever those pop up, you gotta like just take a day and just do it. I worked all weekend, and I just the remainder of the half of my days after work, I would just play all day, and I made it.
I always play, and then like I get burnt out by the last day.
Oh yeah, the burnout's
Like-
real.
I got like second in US on like a Saturday, and then the Sunday came along, and I was just like, I can't do it.
Oh god,
I
yeah, you
can't
couldn't keep
physically
up.
play anymore.
Does Billy still
Dude.
play the Duel Links?
He does. He's just on my account.
And that makes more sense to do though, right?
Yeah. Otherwise, it's just gonna be super expensive and impossible to keep up with.
Hmm.
Now it's just sharing Thunder Dragon decks.
I had to get my anxiety under control so I could play online more. I ended up dueling my viewers near the end of my stream. You know, you just gotta do it, man. Just gotta do what you can. I don't know. I I think after the high of when I won that Seto Kaiba challenge, I think the next stream after, I offered to duel my challengers and they all beat me. I was like, I suck.
It was just your day that day, you know?
Yeah, you know, just very lucky, the Joey Wheeler special.
Something that Joey would say is luck beats skill every time, so...
That's very real in the card game, so that's true. That's such a cute little Ruby Carbuncle. Look at that thing.
I gotta fix his ears, because right now it's looking less like Ruby Carbuncle and more like Fizz from League of Legends.
Oh my god.
So I gotta extend these ears a little bit.
color is this? Is it like blue or is it? I can't even.
I can't tell either. I
think
just
he's
picked
more
a shade.
blue, no? I don't know.
Well, if it's ruby, you think it'd be more red. Maybe that's like its face.
I think the shade you have right now is fine.
All right.
I think that's good. Yeah. That must be a tough thing to distinguish too when you're like doing reference photos. Is like the exact shade of the art you must want to do, right?
Well, I mean, I can usually color pick, but I'm not color picking right now.
Is that when you like take the dropper or something and kind of do that, or?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
you-
used to be one of the
yeah.
things we do.
Oh yeah.
I let someone else pick the color for you.
Grim says it's good, so there you go. You're getting your money's worth. I think Ruby Carbuncle is one of my favorite little furry monsters in the series.
Done with.
I'm surprised they never merchandised him. Because Jesse's
Yeah,
one of like the super popular characters of Yu-Gi-Oh!
You'd think.
I think they
You would
only
definitely
get their
think.
ace monsters for the main characters, unfortunately.
It's disappointing.
Ruby's a ace. What's a mascot? So that's why I'm like, well, why don't they make more stuff? Because mascots are like sell like hotcakes usually.
I'm
Or
sure
maybe
people
if they
would
ever
buy
make
it.
they'll like give you a little carbuncle. You know, like how the Amakumi Jaden came with I think a winged Karibo,
Mm-hmm.
and like the Kotobukuya Yami came with a small Karibo.
Or even the Joey that I got for the figure, it comes with a scapegoat.
Yeah, see? Mascot.
Does it come with a scapegoat?
The first run originals too. I had to find that, like it took me forever.
Oh gosh, I don't have it for mine.
Yeah, I think even in the second run ones, they still have like the slot of where it would be. I think it was very tricky when you buy them. I think, but the one I had it, and it took me like a year to find it of like searching online every day.
I think Soto Kaiba's came with the blimp, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, they all
Ato-
had some weird thing.
Yeah.
Man, mine just came with a dual disc that I broke immediately.
Yeah, I remember that. You said don't knock into it; you'll break it. I'm like, all right, I kept it in the box.
I tried to find his other end of his dual disc and I couldn't find it. I looked everywhere for it, but I guess it's just lost forever.
What do you mean the other end?
Well, you can break the dual disc out of the figures easily. So mine, you know, like the first dual disc that Kaiba had that spins like a Beyblade.
Oh yeah.
So like when you knock out the long part of the cards, that like that's basically what it looks like when you knock it out. So I'm missing the part where you place the cards.
Damn. Yeah, I
Oh.
didn't even know they made something of that dual disc.
Have a good night, Hoodley. Thank you very much for stopping by. And
They
great art. Ooh, that was like the 5th year.
I like drawing the cute little mascots. I don't know if it's because like I did art for a mobile game. I would draw like over 300 cute chibi dogs and cats. Just kind of like used to it.
what game?
It was called Bred Kittens and Bred Puppies. It was like
It's an
Pokemon,
interesting name.
yeah, but you chuck breads on their faces. You know, meme.
Like the cat loaf.
Yeah.
I think I like that more.
I think I'm done.
Oh yeah, let's go check K out real quick. Let me know when you're streaming it.
Huh? Wait, is it not? Is it not? Did it die?
Yeah, it died. I guess
No, I knew this would happen. I hate this.
so.
Let's try it again. It has a tendency. This is a thing with Apple.
Are you running it like through your iPad and Procreate?
I am. Actually, no, not Procreate. Clip Studio.
Oh, okay. I'm doing Procreate, but I've been doing it through the Discord app.
I'm doing it through Discord too.
I have no idea then.
Oh, it's a nice little side view. That's cute.
I kind of wanted to do that because I kind of figured, how do you draw the hands? How do you draw the little paws? And I was just like, oh yeah, I know that Slifer does it better with the paws.
That's why I ignored the paws. I just drew the head.
Yeah, no, a lot of artists have issue with hands, right?
I can't draw hands to save my life.
Hands are okay. It's just for the fact that like when you have to section them off into little tiny, digits, it's like when it's drawing the digits, it's the difficult part.
It's like a little Pikachu hand.
Little Pikachu hand.
Yeah, I tend to not use references too often. I kind of just like
You go
draw
based
like
on memory?
figures based on memory. But like I cannot, like when it comes to hands, I'd always just like take a picture of my hands and then just go from there.
Next
That is
time,
fair.
next time
That
we
is
do an
fair.
artist one, we'll have to definitely do speed run, no reference, and I'll just name them at the top of my head, and you have to do it in like
Oh
a minute.
no!
You can do Yugioh Pictionary. That's always fun to play.
Yeah, we can definitely do that
Mean.
next time.
Drake a second. Like what?
Yeah, Fleet Fort Towers. Go for
Oh
it.
my god! I feel like a stick. What would be like the hardest Yu-Gi-Oh monster to draw if you didn't know?
Any of the
I mean,
giant train cards. Which train is it?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I can't even tell you distinguishability based on memory for a train. I'd have to think of some really crazy ones that you got. Like they're known, but like you can't really remember the detail.
Well, I'm having trouble with True King right now.
Like,
what is
if I said Patroid, would you remember Patroid?
Patroid? Oh, is it the police car?
Yeah.
It looks kind of like a tuned police car.
Yeah, it kinda. So like you'd have to like go based on that memory and like see how close we got to it. Devon says, C107 Neo Galaxy Ice Tachyon Dragon.
That's just like an. That, that's gonna look like a giant starburst with like a dragon face. You're like, I don't know what this is.
Just a starburst with hands.
Just like, bleh.
Some googly eyes.
Googly eye dragon. I'm surprised they didn't make that yet.
They did, no?
Yeah, there's
A
a Exceed Googly Eyes. It's not very good, but
He's just there. He's chilling.
yeah, he's got like a little top hat.
Aw. Oh, is it that equip spell that like you get no, you know what, I don't know.
No, he's a Exceed.
Oh my god, it's been so long.
Wow, look at that. Look at that, Jackie. That could be your 4th emote.
I am drawing it in the style that I would like outline emotes to.
Cool.
I'm still waiting for my Sangan Rich to be approved.
Yeah, I saw those earlier. Those are pretty cool.
Thank you. I haven't posted them on Twitter yet. I only posted them on Instagram.
You didn't post it on Twitter? I thought I saw it on Twitter.
No, it was Instagram.
Really?
I posted the lo-fi thing on Twitter yesterday or something.
I must be tripping. Jeez. I don't even recall logging onto Insta today.
It was like last night at like an absurd hour, like it's like 3 a.m. or something.
Oh my god. Oh, you know what I saw on Twitter? It was the your screen that you did with the detail of your room.
Yeah, the lo-fi one.
Hmm. That's where I'm confused. Okay.
It's all real aside from the Sangan plush and the alive glow up bulb.
How hard would it be for them to just make a Sangam plush? I mean, you just take Karibo's body and just add some stuff to it.
It wouldn't be hard at all. I wish they would do it. Cause you know how I wish they would make one with him and his little binoculars on the alternate tour guide art.
That'd be funny. Or a figure, at least.
But alas, he's no one's ace monster. I'll just make my own.
At that point, you know?
Him. Wasn't he played in the...
Rebecca or Yugi, I think.
Oh yeah, you're right. That one. That one girl.
I think one had the Sangam, one had the Witch of the Black Forest.
They were ratted, right? Like both of them, so they're legal for play now.
I don't even think... Did they errata them? Or are they once
Not
per turn
Witch
now?
isn't. I don't think Witch is legal, but Sangan can't. You can't use them until the end next turn. I think that's the rule.
I don't even know, to be honest. It's been so long. I think you could search off Sangam, actually, the same turn. I don't know. These are not cards that I, like, typically look at. It really does, like, kind of look like an Espeon. Definitely next time when we do this, when we get like Shiro, we get Shiggies, we get Stealthy One, Alyssa, in here, definitely have to do some of the Pictionary type of things. Opinions on the new Scapegoatygo. It's like the little extendable arms, right? That little like red thing. That's pretty cool. I like the party guy a little better. The guy with the little party blower in his hand. He's definitely cute.
Oh, because the Speedways are based off of like traditional Japanese toys or something, right?
I think so. That makes a lot of sense now that you say that. Yeah, I guess, right? Because like there's dice, there's that red thing.
Kendama.
Tops. Oh yeah, you're right. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Even the synchros too. The kites.
Yep.
Wow. Puzzle. Yeah, wow. You've opened my brain. This is nuts. What are horse stilts?
Horse stilts.
What? Wait, are you talking about? Is this Speedroids?
Yeah, yeah.
Let me just double check.
Like, it's just a thing to make you taller? Like the circus? This is funny. You have to explain
don't
what
think
Chambara
so.
is, because that's like a giant knife.
I don't think so, because Speedroids are mainly just designed from kids' toys, right? In
Yeah,
Japan?
yeah. That's what we're talking about.
I think it's more like one of those wands from like the you know, like it looks like a wand.
This is Speedroid lore now. A lot of them are games I'd literally never heard of before, like Pachinko. I heard of Pachinko. That's like one of Konami's earliest games, actually, right?
Pachinko is the metal ball, like casino.
Like bingo. It's like their slot machines.
Yeah. I think that's what Konami started as, like when they started their company.
Yeah, like well, they still have a casino division.
Mm.
People were like hecka mad because it's like they thought like, oh, they're gonna do a Metal Gear remake and it was just like a machine.
They say horses. It's like the horse on a stick toy. That makes sense.
That's assuming we know what like a horse on a stick is.
They make a lot of casino
Oh.
games.
Whoa, this guy's bringing some lore, man. Like, what if it's based on Toy Story? What if it's an archetype?
Man, what's the ones that Bronk play? Wind-ups?
Tin goldfish and stuff like that.
Yeah, tin.
Wait, what are we talking about?
The tin Archduke and all that stuff.
Oh,
the
the
sexual.
tin Archduke. Tin plate Archduke.
Mhm.
Iron. Or I.
Yeah.
Yay!
Tin plate goldfish. Oh my god, there is like a Shikigami one too. It was like a wind-up Shikigami.
I don't remember that
That
one.
was in episode 20. Because it was against 96. Yeah, there was that, and then there was there's a few things, but the deck wasn't really explored. All it just had afterwards was like a mismatch, like UFO turtle.
This is a lore stream disguised as an art stream.
An art lore stream.
Basically, it really is. Well, I am gonna end it in like 4 minutes, so I'm gonna check on the progress of everybody before we go.
I actually was like, wait, what's going on? Because it's like, all of a sudden, I'm like, oh wait, it's 2 hours already.
Yeah, I know, it passes by quick, and all we really did was like 3 drawings and a few of the reviews for people who made art. But I will definitely like get some more stuff in here the next time. When we get more people, we can do the Pictionary type of thing and do some other stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Because I just like, I look at my canvas, it's very barren because all I have right here is Little Scapegoat and Carbuncle, and I'm sad.
No, I mean, we're not gonna make you guys slave and do free labor.
No, but I want to have more fun.
But it's been great. We did a Scapegoat, Morphing Jar, and Ruby Carbuncle. That's been really cool.
Oh my goodness gracious. That is so cute, Slifer. You need to make that like a some sort of print or like a pin or something. That's really cute.
Yeah, it's super cute.
Alright.
Of course, Grim, thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you for the donation. I hope you enjoy the Ruby Carbuncles that have been made for you. Definitely really cool. But yeah, so I don't know. We'll probably have to workshop something in the future for another art podcast and get more people in here for the Pictionary and do some other stuff too. And then probably get more people that, have art and we can review more art. Look at it. That was pretty fun. I like seeing other people's art. Maybe we'll pull out your guys' portfolio. You can pull out your favorite art pieces.
The Mecha Challenge.
The Mecha Challenge,
no
yes.
Mecha Challenge, please. Don't kill me here.
You all have to draw double Arsenal Zeus.
Mecha Scapegoat.
No.
Mecha Scapegoat.
It's already so limited on the morphing jar.
Yeah, it came out good. Look at the little hand. That's cute. Little nub.
Yeah, there's your Ruby, and then there's the other ones.
Yeah. Oh, came out great, guys. You're good. So this is like mostly also a test stream for the art because we didn't even know if it's gonna work or not. If it's gonna blow up. But yeah, I'm happy it did.
When I tried the whiteboard that Slifer posted, I just didn't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just couldn't figure out how to draw on there physically.
It's mainly just like a casual kind of doodle board. Really, it's not meant for like high-end illustration stuff. It's just kind of like if you want to play like Crack Pictionary or something.
Crack Pictionary.
Like I think that's what it's more
meant. That makes
sense.
Because I tried to it doesn't work very well with my drawing tablet. I don't know if it worked very well with yours, but like I had to like click it, then drag it, then lift my pen, then hover and draw. I don't know if anyone else how to do that.
That might be a tablet. That might be because if you're running like a Wacom tablet, you're gonna have to adjust the settings for the browser you're using.
Yeah, that's exactly probably what happened because I just couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, I was like starting to draw like Droid and stuff in there, and I'm like, ha, doodle. Then I was like, yeah, I'm not drawing.
Oh, we should, especially if we're doing like just a silly one, because it's not really about talent. It's just more about like
Yeah. Yeah, maybe for the next time when we have more people on, I'll pull it up and I'll just mess around, but for fun. I want to like see other people draw, you know. I'd rather like use this as a platform to see other people. But definitely gonna end it out now. If you guys want to give your last words, plugs, and all that stuff, feel free to do so. We'll start with Kay, then Jackie, then Slifer.
Yeah, no, thank you so much for hosting and for doing this podcast series here. I'll just be like, here, give Scapegoat all your money. Do it. Give it all his money now. Do that. Oh, there's a Ruby. We didn't see it a little earlier. Inside. Super cute.
Oh yeah. This is to the side. It's pretty cute. Definitely love it.
I was thinking it was like Esper.
Jackie, you want to say anything?
Oh yeah, I don't, yeah, just tag me out on Twitter. Go follow Scapegoat. I don't know. I don't plug myself in very well. So
No, it's fine. Yeah. Follow Jackie on everything. She's got Twitch. She's got Twitter. She's got Insta. She's got everything.
yeah, I sometimes stream myself drawing, but not too often. I've had lately a League of Legends addiction, so
Yeah, I have to get back on
Which-
TFT myself.
unfortunately I've been stuck with that. But I draw and play Yu-Gi-Oh most of the time.
Mm-hmm. Kay?
Follow Scapegoat.
Oh. Nobody needs to do
I
that.
don't have anything else really that comes to mind. My brain is like, what?
Follow Kay Apple Cheeks on Twitter. Amazing artist, great person. That's all you gotta do.
And I'm not gonna promote myself like that. This is your stream. I'm promoting you.
Nah, no. This is the podcast is just for everybody.
Ah! Follow the other two as well.
Yes, follow everybody. The links will be in the bio for people watching on YouTube for the VOD. And that's basically it. So we'll hope to catch you the next time. This is test artist stream pretty much. Definitely gonna play some Pictionaries, draw some mechas, and have some fun later. So. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, that's nuts.
Oh,
Holy smokes. That's a great way to end on it. We're gonna send you all over to Distant Coder. Very great person. He's also part of the podcast. Next week we'll be with Distant Coder. He's gonna be doing ruling trivia, making us all look dumb. So definitely look out for that. He's gonna get all the competitive players in a podcast and he's gonna ask us some rulings. So great guy. Hope you guys have fun with him, and thank you guys for coming. Thank you everybody who came on the podcast, Jackie, Slifer, and Kay. Appreciate you, love you guys, and can't wait to see you guys here again.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, thank you guys.
same.
Awesome. All right, I'm gonna send you all to Distant Coder. Let him know artists are supreme and follow them.
Bye bye.
Bye bye, guys.
For sure. They are 100% aware.